The 2025 Hungarian MotoGP left quite the impression, both in terms of the competition on the track and regarding Marc Márquez, who once again demonstrated his talent. Even the legendary Valentino Rossi spoke out, revealing the extraordinary attitude of the 8-time world champion. What exactly did Rossi say about Marquez's attitude after the dramatic race in Hungary? Let's discuss it. Marc Márquez's dominance in the 2025 MotoGP seems unstoppable. He just achieved his 7th consecutive victory at the Hungarian MotoGP at Balaton Park, solidifying his position at the top of the standings with 455 points, with a 175-point lead over Marquez and a 227-point lead over Francesco Bagnaia. Marquez is on the verge of a historic milestone, securing his 9th World Championship title earlier than expected, even before the season has truly reached its climax. The Hungarian race itself was a testament to his dominance. Despite colliding with Marco Bezzecchi on the opening lap, which sent the crowd's hearts racing, Marquez needed only 10 laps to regain the lead. His overtake at the first corner on lap 11 was crucial, fast, clean, and full of confidence. After that, he immediately opened a gap of up to 3 seconds, leaving his opponents behind as if they were in a different league. Honestly, I felt comfortable today. At the start of the race, anything can happen, but after that, I was able to relax. I tried to keep the medium tires stable. Winning every week isn't normal. There will be times when someone is faster. At that point, I'll be satisfied with finishing 2nd or 3rd for the points, Marquez said humbly, even though he was clearly at the peak of his form. With this victory, Marquez achieved 7 consecutive wins in both sprint and full races, a record that cements his status as the reigning 2025 MotoGP champion. New circuits, intense pressure, and talented young rivals have been unable to shake his composure. Week after week, he proves that experience, courage, and racing intelligence remain his unmatched weapons. During the press conference after his impressive victory in Hungary, Marquez made a shocking confession. The 8-time world champion stated that he didn't want to win the title at Misano, the iconic circuit, also known as the home of MotoGP legend Valentino Rossi. He explained that he didn't want his success to overshadow his younger brother Alex Marquez's performance at the previous round in Catalunya. I want that first opportunity to come at MotoGP or Mandalika. If I get it at Misano, it means Alex had a bad weekend in Catalunya. I want the best for him, Marquez said sincerely. This statement immediately garnered widespread appreciation. In an era where many riders are racing to break records and make history at legendary circuits, Marquez showed a different attitude. He chose to hold back, postponing his own historic moment out of respect for his younger brother's struggles. This attitude emphasized the close relationship between the Marquez brothers and demonstrated the human side of a great champion, often labeled the alien on the track. MotoGP legend Valentino Rossi also responded to Marc Márquez's attitude. I was quite surprised to hear his comments. He said, "Many riders would be proud to win a title at Misano because it's a special, historic circuit. But Marc is different. He's not just a champion on the track. He's also someone with great respect for his family." That's an extraordinary attitude, Rossi said. He added that, in the tough and ego-driven world of racing, it's rare for a rider to prioritize anything over personal ambition. He's proven that winning isn't just about trophies, but also about maintaining values and relationships with those closest to us, he continued. According to Rossi, this is another rarely seen side of Marquez's maturity, empathy, and the courage to remain human amidst immense pressure. This attitude, he believes, further cements Marquez's status as one of the greatest icons in MotoGP history. Meanwhile, Francesco Bagnaia's chances of winning the title are dwindling. The 2-time world champion has failed to reach the podium in recent races, causing his position in the standings to become increasingly fragile. He is even at risk of being overtaken by more consistent satellite riders. This situation is a severe blow to Bagnaia, who is previously touted as Marc Márquez's main challenger in the 2025 season. The pressure continues to mount, seemingly eroding his confidence in the shadow of Marquez's unstoppable and dominant performance. Fans are beginning to question whether Bagnaia has the mental strength to recover, or if he will fall into a deeper downward spiral. Instead, MotoGP legend Jorge Lorenzo also offered his insights. He believes it's time for Bagnaia to consider a future beyond Ducati. According to Lorenzo, Bagnaia would be better suited to a leadership role at Aprilia, Honda, or Yamaha. At Ducati, Bagnaia suffers from being in Marquez's shadow, which clearly limits his potential, Lorenzo asserted. Lorenzo believes that Bagnaia needs a new environment where he can be the center of attention and where the engineers will listen to him, not just be a shadow of Ducati's larger project with Marquez. Furthermore, Lorenzo warned that a rider's career can change drastically with just one major decision. If Bagnaia stays at Ducati, he risks losing his momentum and his status as one of the world's top riders. However, if he moves to another team, he has the opportunity to prove himself as a true leader. The pressure he now faces could determine the direction of his future in MotoGP. Meanwhile, Fermín Aldeguer is in the positive spotlight. The sensational rookie continues to receive praise for his impressive performances in his debut season with the Gresini team. His second-place finish in Austria came as a surprise, an extraordinary achievement for a young rider. Many observers now consider Aldeguer to be not just another emerging talent, but rather a serious challenger to Marquez's future dominance. MotoGP legend Jorge Lorenzo even said that Aldeguer is the only rookie who can pose a real threat to Marquez on the track. Besides Marquez, who continues to dominate, Pedro Acosta has consistently been at the front of the pack, though he has yet to break Marquez's dominance. However, Acosta's immense potential cannot be ignored. Many believe it's only a matter of time before he becomes a serious contender for the World Championship. Acosta is still maturing, and when the time comes, he could be the baby alien's most dangerous opponent. Attention now turns to the Catalan MotoGP from September 5th to 7th, 2025. If Marquez can maintain his points lead in Barcelona, his chances of ending the season early at Misano will be high. However, Marquez insists he doesn't want to rush, as is his usual humility. He would rather wait for a more opportune moment, such as at MotoGP Honda's former home track, filled with memories, or at Mandalika, where he has formed an emotional bond with his enthusiastic Asian fans. Nevertheless, the Catalunya stage will remain crucial. Rivals will undoubtedly try to use the pressure of the home crowd to slow down the alien. However, the reality is increasingly difficult. Whatever happens, one thing is certain: Marquez's dominance has left his opponents with no way to stop him. He is rewriting MotoGP history with victory after victory and showing a human side rarely seen in champions. This combination has earned him respect both on and off the track. Will Marquez consistently restrain himself out of respect for his younger brother, or is there something else he's keeping under wraps? Share your thoughts below.